Alright guys, welcome back. We are now on the 45th video of my Sentinels the Multiverse series. God, 45 videos. Alright, so, when we last left off, we had a rather annoying but still beatable game against Kismet, where the Talisman changed places a lot of time, and the block did a whole bunch of really horrible things that it really wasn't supposed to do, but that's because I wasn't paying attention to it. Now we get to fight against the Dreamer, a little girl, because heroes beat up little girls? Actually, no, we have to keep her from killing herself, because if she is reduced to 0 HP, dies, or is removed from the game, we lose. And in order to wake her up, she has these targets called projections, and we have to get rid of all of them to flip her. And then once we flip her, we then have to kill 2 projections for every hero, and every time we kill a projection, it goes under her instead of back into the deck. So basically, we have to clear out at minimum 6, at most 10 projections, and then survive until the beginning of her turn to win after flipping her. The only problem is, once she flips, she starts just vomiting her deck into play and dealing a lot of damage. Alright, so, let's have some fun. Now, we're going to have a little time paradox here, too, because the Dreamer and the Visionary are rivals from each other, which is funny because they're the same character. So, we're also going to bring along... So here's the fun thing about the Dreamer, is that we can't really use AoE, because of the whole, if she is reduced to 0 HP, she dies thing. So we need to bring somebody along who can heal. So our choices for healing are pretty much Argent Adept. Because, like, Legacy's healing is only Motivational Charge and Inspiring Presence, which only heal hero targets. Haka can only heal himself. Fnatic can only heal herself. Chrono Ranger only heals himself. Bunker only heals himself. Absolute Zero only heals himself by freezing himself. Let's see. Oh, actually, Omnitron, I can't remember if his components can heal villain targets. I don't think they can. Unity can only heal her bots. Wraith can only heal herself. Tempest can only heal heroes. Tachyon has 0 healing whatsoever. Yeah, so... fun! And then we need good point DPS. So, actually, Ra is good for damage, because he can just burn the projections away. And Fixer will also be helpful. And as for the environment... Well, we've been to the 3 new environments, so let's go somewhere safe. So the thing of it is, the heroes can jump in front of environment damage dealt to the Dreamer. So if we go to a place with a lot of environment damage, we can still keep her alive. Actually, let's just go to Wagner Mars Base. We've got some ongoing destruction via... environment destruction via Argent Adept and Visionary, so that should be good. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. No, she doesn't even have anything to say in the... Well, then again, she is asleep right now, so... And she gets to start with 4 projections, which are her little nightmares, so to speak. So you have the Macabre Spectre, Whippicorn, okay, Granite Oni, and the Tooth Fairy. So, what do these guys do? First, we have the Illusory Demon. So, at the end of the villain turn, this card hits each non-villain for 2 psychic. Whenever a target other than this card is destroyed, restore this card to maximum. So, everybody's going to take some damage. Whippicorn hits somebody for damage, and they can't deal damage. Hold on, what is this? Whippicorn. Non-villain with the highest HP takes 2 damage, and target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. So my main source of damage just got neutered. Awesome. Granite Oni hits the non-villain with the lowest HP for 2 damage, and it has personal damage reduction. Cool. Tooth Fairy. Each player discards 1 card, then this card deals any hero character card whose player has no cards in hand 3 damage. Great. Alright, get rid of the Staff of Ra, because he's just going to get it back. Alright, so Visionary can get rid of... Get rid of Suggestion. Fixer... can get rid of Overdrive, because he can just replay it with Salvage Yard. Ra can pitch the Staff of Ra. And Argent Adept can pitch Musragani's Harp, because he can just get it back. Highest HP will be Fixer. What does this guy do again? Deals non-villain with the highest HP 4 damage. When this card is destroyed, we lose a hero ongoing. Gross. Alright. Fixer takes 4. Okay, so let's start off with Mind Spiking the Tooth... Yeah, Mind Spiking the Tooth Fairy. Get rid of that thing. And then... Fixer will draw 2 cards and pitch 1. Meditation and Grease Gun. Well, actually, we'll pitch the Grease Gun because Salvage Yard will get it right back. So... we Salvage Yard, which puts the Grease Gun back in his hand, because all equipment from each hero's discard goes to their hands, and then since I have Overdrive in the discard, I can play it, which I will. So now Fixer gets to punch twice. So we're going to punch. It's only going to be 1 for 1 damage, but 1 damage is better than 0 damage. And we'll punch the Illusory Demon. Oh, hey, another Salvage Yard. That's useful. Okay, so now let's go ahead and summon Staff. Now, Ra can't deal damage this turn, so we'll just play the Staff and heal up. So, no point in using his power. Subdominant, and start performing. And let Fixer play a card. What does this do? Non-heroes cannot deal damage, may not use powers, may not draw... Oh. Yeah, play that card. Get a free ride for a turn. And since it blows itself up at the beginning of Fixer's turn, it's not like he is going to be able to do anything. And there's the oxygen leak. That's not terrible right now. What does Fixer have in his hand? He doesn't have anything he wants to get rid of. Oh, I did not actually intend to have Fixer discard a card, but oh well. What's this? Charge? Yeah, we can get rid of that. It's just 2 damage. Then again, Fixer can do a lot with just 2 damage. Oh, great. This is the Dreamer's version of Legacy. Evil Legacy. All projections have damage reduction 1. All projections deal +1 damage. Yay! Oh, jeez. Alright. So, let's go ahead and rest the mind on the Whippicorn? No, actually the Macabre Spectre. And then let's draw some cards for Visionary, because she needs options. Demoralization is really bad. Really bad for the Visionary, or against the Dreamer, because it'll also hit the Dreamer, and because they're rivals, it deals 2 damage instead of 1. It basically puts you on a 3-turn clock. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a Style out. And so this makes his damage irreducible. Actually, it's just... yeah, only his damage is irreducible. So I want to get rid of the Illusory Demon. Because that thing is a pain in the neck. Alright, what does this do? Each non-hero target X fire damage or X... no, that doesn't do anything. Oh, Wrathful Gaze. Get rid of the Illusory Demon. Now I have to blow up a card, so I can get rid of... Actually, Wrathful Gaze. Sure. It did its job. Alright, so... Now... we will... Vernal Sonata, heal everybody up a bit. Let's see, get back Mind Spike. Fixer will get back... sure, Salvage Yard. Ra can get back his Summon Staff. And then we will perform on Electrus Subdominant. And Fixer will play Salvage Yard, get back his Grease Gun. And we'll play Overdrive, which lets him use his power twice this turn. And we will just start punching the Dark Hero. Suck it, evil legs. Alright, so there's the maintenance level, which plays another oxygen leak. We're... probably should discard a card, so Ra will get rid of his staff. Alright, so now... Violent Nightmares. Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck until 3 projections are revealed, put them into play, everything else gets discarded. Cool. Cop Spectre and Tooth Fairy. Great! I just got rid of these guys. Alright, so, hold on. Wait, is it 3 or is it 2? Oh, just 2, okay. Alright, so... what is this? He deals each non-villain 2 psychic. Interesting. So, we're about to do something really interesting. So, because we have Rest the Mind, we're going to be redirecting damage. So, we're going to get rid of Tooth Fairy. Redirect to Tooth Fairy. Now, because Tooth Fairy is getting destroyed, his effect is going to restore him to full health, so Rest the Mind is not going to kill it. So now we need to... Of course, now this time the Rest the Mind will kill it. So we're just gonna deal some damage to the Dark Hero. And now everybody's gonna take a bunch of damage. Because, holy crap, those projections deal a lot of damage very quickly. Alright, so now let's get rid of Dark Hero. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. And draw some cards. Visionary. Get rid of Demoralization, because I do not need that in play. Now we have Meditation. No, I'd rather have the Style card. So Overdrive, so 2 strikes. And we will punch... Ooh, do I want to punch the Whippicorn or do I want to punch the Oni? I think I want to punch the Whippicorn, just because I need to get that thing out of play. Actually, I'll punch the Oni, because this bypasses damage reduction, and Ra can just burn the Whippicorn out. So let's go ahead and Inferno. Oh, right. Ra can't deal damage. So we're going to do this correct. Sorry about that. I haven't been dropping frames, so I don't know why it's giving so many problems. Alright, let's go ahead and just make everybody immune to fire. I don't think anything deals fire, but better safe than sorry. I'll try. Alright, so let's see. Now, at this point, I want the grease gun in play, so we'll just play that, and we will Subdominant Fixer's grease gun into play, so that way I have another breather turn. Yes, everybody wants to shuffle their trash into their deck to get rid of the maintenance level, because I don't want to deal with 2 plays from this thing a turn. Because stuff like this happens. Alright, so Ra's still highest, so he's still not going to be able to do anything. Oh, right, no. No, we do not want to skip turn. Okay, so let's get rid of the Spectre, so that we don't have the mass damage, and start drawing some more cards. Ooh, Rest the Mind is good. Mass Levitation is not necessary. Decoy Projection is very useful, however. Alright, no, we do not want to skip our turn. We do, however, want to salvage Yard. And keep dealing damage to the Granite Enemy. Alright, we're not skipping turn. We are, however, getting another staff. Drawing Scorched Earth, which isn't really that useful. But we will Inferno. Things at 3. Oh, yeah, we get rid of that. And then deal 2 damage to each of these guys. And then we stop, because we don't want to burn the Dreamer. Burning the Dreamer is bad. It means that we lose. Let's tag the Whippocorn for 3 damage. Ooh, Flame Barrier is good. We are not skipping the turn. What we are doing is we are playing Sarabande of Destruction. Well, I have another round to do with that, so... who has cards worth playing? You have Mind Spike. What else? You're 2, you're 3. That's actually not a bad idea. Okay, so Subdominant Visionary to play Rest the Mind, and Rest the Mind will attach to the Whippocorn. So the Whippocorn is going to whack the Illusionary Demon to prevent it from dealing damage, and then will kill itself via Rest the Mind. It's going to give the Dreamer another turn to drop projections into play, which is not the best, but it's better than nothing. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh, this is about to end poorly. Alright. Yes, the Visionary will jump in front of the fire for herself. Well, so our entire plan just completely derailed. Why did this happen? Okay. So, panic is allowed to set in. Well, we can get rid of his Tiger Stance. Does Argenetta want to get rid of anything? We need Sarabande, we need Rhapsody. He can take the damage. Ra doesn't matter because he's immune to fire. Actually, and another unicorn comes out. That actually gives me an idea. Okay. So let's Mind Spike the Whippicorn. Get that. We need to get that guy gone. Keep. Oh, good. Twist Ether. That is actually really good for Mr. Fixer. Oh, and another Rest the Mind. Cool. No, we are not skipping turn. What we are doing... What are you? You are the Style Searcher. We're going to search deck for a style. Let's see. What are you? Grease Monkey Fist. That's the Rest the Mind style. Driving Mantis. Let's take the Monkey Fist. Put it into play. And then punch the Whippicorn for toxic damage. Ooh, dual crowbars. That actually will really help. We're not skipping the turn. What we are doing, however, Ra's going to throw out his Flame Barrier, and then he's going to make all the heroes immune to fire. Ra is no longer going to be dealing damage, except through his one-shots. We are not skipping turn. Okay, so what are my options here? We'll just go ahead and put out Syncopated Onslaught, and then we will perform Sarabande, and get rid of the self-destruct sequence. So now the plan is, we're getting rid of maintenance level first. And then, no one is discarding cards. We're going to keep the fire in play. All my heroes are immune to fire, which means everybody's going to dive in front of the Dreamer, taking the fire damage, and then the fire in the Biosphere is just going to clear out all the projections. Let's get rid of... Well, we'll get rid of Electrus Subdominant. I already have an extra one. And then we're going to skip. Choose for me. Choose... Yes, redirect. Skip. Now, the problem is, as soon as she flips, she is going to blow up a bunch of ongoings and equipments. And then she's going to start dumping stuff into play. How many is she going to blow up? She destroys 4. Well, that's just about everything. Crap. Alright, well, we can get rid of Flame Barrier. We can get rid of Onslaughts. We can get rid of the Monkey Fist. And we can get rid of Sarabande. No, actually, let's get rid of Rhapsody. Sarabande is what clears out the nasty environment cards. So now she's woken up, now she's pissed. Here comes another Illusory Demon. Now she's going to deal damage to everybody. And she gets to play a whole bunch of stuff. Oh boy. Tooth Fairy and Granite Oni. Holy crap. Alright. Highest HP can be... Fixer. Sure. Alright. So now we need to discard cards. Let's get rid of Mental Divergence. Fixer can get rid of his dual crowbars. Ra can get rid of one of his Scorched Earths, because he has more than enough of them. And Argent Adept can get rid of Sadistic Dissonant. Oh, jeez, Visionary is almost dead. That's bad. And... oh, you treacherous ape! Lives up to its name. Lives up to its name. Well, we're not doing any of this, so we'll just skip Visionary's turn. I think I just want a Grease Gun, actually. Wait, did I want a Grease Gun? No, I can Grease Gun during Argent Adept's turn. What am I doing? Go back. Toolbox. Draw some cards. Get Fixer some options. And punch an Illusory Demon, sure. Alright, so... the Treacherous Ape really needs to die. We're not playing anything. We're just going to make everybody immune to fire. Alright, Subdominance, because I need filler. Whoa! Fixer will play his Grease Gun. So that way we are safe for a turn. Okay, no one's pitching cards. Oh look, all villains deal +1 damage. Well, that's getting burned. No, it doesn't really matter, just choose. Yes, we want to redirect damage. Treacherous Ape is destroyed. Oh, it takes something with it? This card is destroyed, destroy one equipment. Yeah, we'll get rid of the staff, because Ra has another one that can be blown up. Skip. Choose for me. Take damage. Choose for me. Argent Adept, yes, he wants to jump in the way. We'll get rid of the Subdominance. Skip. Choose for me. Alright, we are just under halfway there for beating the Dreamer. We only have to kill 5 more projections. Player with the most cards in play cannot play cards until the start of the next villain turn. Awkward. There's another demon, and another projected paralysis. So Fixer absolutely cannot play cards. Alright, well, that's a thing. Oh, and they're one-shots, they're not ongoing, so... let's just peg the villainous weaponry out. The toolbox returns itself to Fixer's hand, he can't play cards, so... we'll just punch the demon, sure. Because that makes perfect sense. When in doubt, punch something. Alright... when does this thing deal damage? The end of turn. Ugh. Well, heal. And tag the Illusory Demon. Oh, no, wait, no! That was bad. That was really bad. Ra needs to be making sure that we don't burn to death because of the fire in the biosphere. Alright, we'll throw out the Sarabande as an offering, and then skip. No one's discarding cards. Gross. Alright, yes. Argent Adept wants to jump in front of the fire in the biosphere. Get rid of that extra Sarabande. Skip. Choose for me. Alright, no one's taking any fire. Staff of Ra gets blown up, because of course it does. Fixer cannot play cards. Fixer cannot play cards. Now he can. What do we have? The Toy Master! What does he do? Non-villain target with the highest HP, X psychic damage, where X is the number of equipment in play, +1. So there's only one equipment in play, so it's only 1 damage, which is good. So everybody's taking 2 damage. And we've got... Oh, the Treacherous Ape is back. Fixer can take the damage. And then everybody's taking damage. Oh, wow, Fixer's really low. Oh, but what we can do is we can blow up an environment card, get rid of the red dust. Fixer gets back his grease gun. And Ra will get back one of his staves, and heal up a little bit in the process. And now the Treacherous Ape can't kill Fixer. Of course, the problem with this plan is that now means that my chance of... let's see... What's this charge? It only deals 2 damage. Alright, well, Bloody Knuckles. This gives Fixer +2 damage, but also +2 received. And we will deal that damage to the Toy Master, because... Actually, wait, no. No, we want to hit the Arachnid down, because the goal is to try and make it so that these guys die on the environment turn. Because if I can kill all 4 of these, I win. Because that'll put 8 cards under the Dreamer. So, what do we have here? We have Treacherous Ape at 2, Granadoni. I need to deal 1 damage each. How much is this going to do? Each non-hero target X fire damage where X is the number of environment cards in play. That'll do it. Oh, it took the staff with it. That's right, the ape takes an equipment when it dies. Alright, so we'll make everybody immune to fire. Alright, and Argent Adept has to do literally nothing. We are just going to skip the turn. No one's going to discard cards. Yes, Fixer wants to jump in the way. Fixer still wants to jump in the way. Alright, and with that being said, after all is said and done, we have sufficiently burned away all the projections, and we have woken the Dreamer. Hooray! We did it! And we only had to lose the Visionary in the process. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, and when I come back, we're gonna play against Angry Paul, and you'll see why he's angry. See you in a little bit.